Going on a Run, a Marvel fanfiction written on 03 by Dog1515. The link for this fanfiction will be in the description box below, so I encourage you all to go check it out. Peter scaled the staircase lobby as fast as he could, but as fast as he could was probably about a snail's pace. His legs were wobbling as by the time he reached his apartment floor. His Fitbit buzzed. 10,000 steps. Peter smiled inwardly, a little bit proud of himself. The fitness accomplishment almost made having to duck behind a bush when he saw Flash's car drive by worth it. His running times around Queens were nothing like pre-Spider-Bite Peter's, and he'd already had to don sweatpants and a long-sleeves t-shirt to cover up any muscle. Peter couldn't tell if the lights in the hallway were dims or if he was just really dehydrated. He raised a fist to knock on the door. May let him in. Peter dropped his phone on the counter and grabbed a water bottle from the fridge before collapsing on the couch. Peter didn't even notice Tony Stark sitting on a bar stool in the kitchen, sharing a meal with his aunt. The older man looked at Peter, red as a tomato, weakly draping himself over the sofa, and Tony flipped his shit. Knocking things over on the way, Tony burst over to Peter and grabbed his wrist. "Are you okay? What did you do?" Hi, Mrs. Stark. Hi? Why? Where were you? May just said you were out. Did you have your suit?" As Tony wildly ambushed a startled, gasping for breath Peter, the water bottle got knocked and erupted, dousing them both. Tony seemed to take a deep breath, then stared hard into Peter's eyes, still holding his wrist and feeling for a pulse. In a voice a mix of shaky and steeled, "I want answers." Peter attempted a chuckle, but just spluttered. Continuing to pant, he swatted away the frenzied Tony. "On a run." "On a run. Who is messing with you will pay the price. Do you have a name? What were you running from?" "A run for fun, Mr. Stark. No one's chasing me but the pizza boxes I clear out every other night." "Oh." Peter tried very hard not to laugh as the silence settled. "Oh, okay. Well, don't try and tell me you overexerted yourself." "Don't try and tell me you're back to formal and charismatic. Your ears are magenta and your cheeks are white." "The nerve of you, kid." Behind the two, Aunt May was cracking up. She hadn't spoken to Peter since he came in. It was fun to watch it unfold. Tony rounded on her. "You knew there was nothing wrong and he was just tired the whole time?" May nodded and laughed harder. Tony was sure it was funny, but the whole situation was a knee slapper. He sat down next to Peter and sighed dramatically. May brought down her nephew a bottle of water, ruffled his sweaty curls, and punched Tony playfully on the arm. "You two are both so sweet," she said. Peter and Tony grinned at each other. "Now, anyone for pasta sandwiches?"